Hey, I'm Kimberly, and I help people drop the masks of who they were taught they needed to be so that way they can step into the person that they are meant to be and that way prosper in every single area of their lives. What I want to talk about might be a touchy subject, and so it's going to be a little vulnerable because, well, it's a touchy subject for me. It has to do with money. And that part for me has always been a touchy subject because of the beliefs and the thoughts that I grew up with and the energy around it that I grew up with. But this morning, sitting with my thoughts, I started to think from the things that have happened for me in my past. And sometimes sometimes I look and I was like, it's crazy, but it's not really crazy. It's the energy that we put out. Because there have been times where I have been abundant financially, yet money would always just slide right out of my hands. Just like it came in, it would go out. And it was because I was in a lack mentality. I was in that I don't have enough, or I don't have money, or I don't got it. And because I was in that energy, in that mentality, whenever I got in a nice amount of money, something would always happen where I would need to spend it on something. Something would need to get fixed. Something would break and I would need to invest into getting it fixed. And unexpected bills would come out and I would need to invest into that. Or something would always happen where money would always, like a water fountain, esfumarse out of my hands. It would just right out my hands. But times where I haven't had physically the money, but I've been in the mentality where it's gonna work out somehow, some way. These bills are gonna be paid somehow, some way. I'm gonna get food on the table somehow, some way. I'm gonna put clothes on my children's back. It ends up happening, even though if another person looking from the outside in would say she doesn't have it like that, but I would because I would be in that mentality of it's gonna happen for me somehow, some way. I don't know. I don't need to know, but it's gonna happen, and it always ends up happening. I always end up having more than enough. Somehow, I either get gifted or I would get coupons or sales or specials or whatever it is, but whatever the amount of money that I have would always end up being enough. And most of the time, I even have left over when another person looking from the outside in would be like, but how did you do it? Man, I don't even know. God got me like that. But we say, and this is like on a whole deeper level, but we say God like somebody that's outside of us, but really it's ourselves, our own mentality around money, our relationship with money, right? Because money, just like everything else, is just an energy. It's something that we've learned to give value to when we exchange energies. So it's like you aren't really losing money. You are exchanging it because you are giving a piece of paper which has a value on it in exchange for a pair of shoes which has the same value of it, except it's in a different container, it's in a different vessel, the energy. So when I was in this mentality of lack, of not having, even though I did have the money, I was receiving a lot of money, just like it would come in, it would go right out. I would need to, a whole bunch of bills would come in. Like I said, things that unexpectedly I would need to invest into, because I was in that mentality of lack. I was saying I don't have it, so therefore universe, source, energy would be like, all right, well, your wish is my command, you're not gonna have it. And things would come in for me to, it was like a self-fulfilling prophecy, basically. Because I kept saying, I don't got it, I don't got it, I don't got it. Okay, then, well, it was gonna come true by, even though me receiving it, it was gonna go out the same way, because I needed to fulfill that prophecy that I believed I was in, of not having it. While the same thing, a self-fulfilling prophecy of me saying, you know what, I'm financially abundant. I'm abundant in all areas of my life, and I'm surrounded by, I already have everything that I need. I always have more than enough. I don't need to work hard for money to come to me, because money loves my company. So money flows to me easily. Money flows to me quickly. Money flows to me effortlessly. And instead of me saying I am spending money at the store, I've trained myself to, first of all, be grateful whenever I'm investing my energy into anything. I'm grateful that I have the energy to invest it. But then I also say, this energy that I am investing, this money that I am investing, I am not only investing, but I'm circulating it. Because when you think of spending, it's gone, right? You give it away and it's gone, it's never coming back. While if you think of circulating, it's coming out, but it's coming right back in, a circle. It's coming full circle. It's coming right back to me, one way or another. So it's coming back to me in the moment, because I am receiving an energy different, in a different container, in a different form. But also later on, it's gonna come right back to me times 2, times 3, times 4, times 5. Somehow, some way, it doesn't matter. Just, you wanna call it a miracle, it can be a miracle. But it happens. It's just believing. It's not even believing. Excuse me, because I guess believing would be the first step, would be faith, right? Believing, it's like when a child believes in Santa Claus for Christmas. They believe that this big man is gonna come down the chimney and give them a gift because they're a good boy or a good girl for the year, right? But then there's a knowing. There is knowing the fact that you are abundance, okay? That you are a piece of source energy, and source energy is in all, is the all, okay? And you're a piece of this, so you are abundance. There is nothing that you cannot have. And once you know this and you step into this confidence, you step into this embodiment of source, of knowing who you are, you, I don't want to say manipulate, but it really is manipulating energy to your favor. So you are using your thoughts, instead of having your thoughts work against you, you use your thoughts and your emotions, because it's not just think a better thought. It's also the feeling, because you could keep thinking things over and over and over again, but if you feel lack and you're saying I'm abundant, then source responds to how you feel, not just your thoughts. Your thoughts are a tool, just like what you speak into your life is a tool. And whether it manifests now or later, eventually it will manifest. And so this feeling of feeling abundant, even though you, on the outside, it may not look like you have it all, success is really your own perception. Some people think that success is having a mansion with 10 cars in their driveway and being able to travel on a whim every weekend. That's success for somebody. while success for somebody else can be just having their home with love and having the job that they've always dreamed of having. Or for someone, success can be sleeping outside in a tent in the forest, being able to build campfires and live off grid, off the land. That's successful for somebody else. So whatever success is for you, first of all, you need to define what that is for you, and then work towards it, knowing or believing that it will happen for you, that it is going to happen for you. Because everything that you desire, Source wants you to have, because you are Source. You are that abundant energy experiencing itself through this physical reality. But Source wants you to have everything. You just need to know that you are worthy of it, that you are deserving of everything that you're imagining. Because if you can see it in your mind, you can have it in your hands. It's, again, knowing. I want to say believing, but believing is a step to get there. First, I guess you do have to believe in order to know. But the faster you get to knowing, the better everything will get. It's just a remembering, because you're a member of the whole Source. You are one member. Just like this finger is a member of this entire body, you are a member of the entire whole. Therefore, you can have anything and everything you could ever imagine, because it was given to you in your mind. It was for you to bring it to reality. So don't go to your grave wishing you could have, or you should have, or you would have, because you can. It's just a matter of will. What are you willing to receive? Because Source wants to give it all to you. But do you believe, do you know that you are worthy of receiving this? That you are deserving of everything? All the beautiful things that this world has to offer? It's a mentality. Instead of saying, woe is me, saying, no. I am the ultimate creator of my own reality. I am co-creator of the limitless, abundant, omniscient, omnipotent, almighty Source. And that's who's within me. So, therefore, abundance is my birthright. It's inevitable. But it's just knowing that you do deserve it, that you are worthy. Sometimes we think we're not worthy because of whole things that have happened in our past. So again, it's sitting down with your thoughts and seeing what are those things that are on replay that are keeping us back. What doubts? Why do these doubts come up? What happened in my childhood that made me believe that I wasn't worthy? Who told me? It could be one little phrase of somebody saying, you know what, you always screw up. That can be traumatizing to a child. Even though it sounds playful, even though you think you're joking, the soul doesn't know the difference. It's words, and words are sharp. People say that sticks and stones can break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That's not true. Because yes, sticks and stones can break your bones, but those heal a lot faster than than the wounds that words can cause. Because those bad boys can stay in somebody's mind forever, eating at them, torturing them. So sit down with your thoughts and see maybe what it was that somebody in your past, it could have been a parent, it could have been a sibling, it could have been a friend, it could have been a teacher, or even while being an adult, a coworker, a boss, whoever. Sometimes it's even yourself. Sometimes we are our own worst critic. So sit down, see what it is that you're telling yourself every single day, and see how that is manifesting your current reality. See how it is that you paint life. Look at yourself, look at your reality, and see how it is that you paint. And see, do I like the way that I'm painting? How can I improve my painting? Do you even want to improve your painting? Because it's okay to be content with where you're at. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you want more, then you need to see where it is that's inside of you that's keeping you from going after this more. I love you.